Yes.
Without a lot of officials played from their department, it's like eventually, this team is going to be able to start collecting some wins, and again, it becomes more and more scary as to what playoffs is going to look like here. It's not so straightforward.
Yeah, so we're looking at a potential must-win map for both of these teams. Like, Boss and Limitless are also in the hunt, might trying to chase down Carpe Diem and take Flyte for a slot in playoffs. Both the teams really want these map wins, as we're taking away Nuke between Carpe Diem and Take Flyte. MDS been leading this team for just a little bit, got them through advance to try and get them to this point, and he'll open up with the first kill outside, but unable to best Lake. Quick 4-on-4.
Nice little pickup right there. Out of the gates there, trading 1-for-1. Definitely something you can afford. Well, with this out-of-yard control here, can be so impactful. Shut out with the dualies. Needs to find multiples. Yeah, at least able to find one. He has a lot of help inbound.
Oh, wow. Coach Homo goes down, but it's Gabe from up top in heaven, leaving Seb up in the clutch, and torn between different angles there. Take Flyte will assemble their pistol round.
Hopefully work right there. Being able to bring in a little bit of gas out of the gates there for Take Flyte. Edge have a really well-read round in the 4v4. Having so much presence on that A side, it's beautiful. Gonna be happy with that. And into an instant full eco here. Glocks abound. And that is a deagle from Lake. So here we go. We got the classic Nuke pistol. Or save round, rather, I should say.
It's pistol round 2, this time with a Deeg. But, I mean, I trust Lake. I think all of you guys should as well, as MDS gets dropped down to 16 HP. Fortunately, Gabe inside of Mini will find himself a triple kill. And Lake searching for a Deagle shot. He'll pick one up onto Gabe before Coach Omo closes him down. This is going to be not picked up here for Kojo.
A little farm into the cash flow right there. He said, going to be an op for the first gun round. That's a really nice start. So you're going to have the first gun round come on through. And you're going to have all the tools at your disposal here. Minus a couple rifles, but you at least have what is the most important weapon here, and that's the AWP in play. Coach decided where he wants to go. Taking it. What looks like to be over towards that hotel area for now. So nothing super committed just yet.
We're going to see these wall smokes assembled outside, kind of on the fly. Kocho doesn't really want to poke and prod too much on that side. So silent walk here for Carpe Diem down secret. Now, when will this smoke fit? Does Gabe actually want to brawl long range with the MP9? Probably not. There's a re-smoke here. That squeaky door. Anything is possible, though, for Carpe Diem. They can go for a vent drop. They can head towards ramp with players inside snaking through secret. And it looks like ramp's the order of the day. Utter silence across the map, as actually it is Micro to open up that lower site, just flying through those double doors. And down goes the site anchor. Now Beaky is actually in trouble. Could have a little submarine emerge from below. Helped out, though, by Kajomo. Micro will be able to activate and potentially allow this to come through. But Gabe, able to run through and just get the finishing touches onto Arcade. Micro does scoop up the bomb in the nick of time, however. He is being run down, however. Lake has got to cover him as he's got this plant. He's get it in. But how much longer will Carpe Diem stand? Micro will get up down immediately. A quick shot out of Kojima will get them in the retake.
Engulfed in flames there in the back of the site as well. There's no chance to comfortably get out, so a bit of a bonus there. Goes in the favor. Take Flyte in that CT side campaign. It will continue for a little while longer. That's good news here. The bomb plant, you can probably get a decent half buy-in. Already seen a little bit of impact out of Kojo with his AWP. fielding some confidence there. We do get some investment. At least Micro going to give it a little bit of a go with the rifle. Rest of the squad holding on to some sidearms here.
Looking out for a bit of a pass play, but a 3-0 start. Bit of a dream situation considering that Take Flight were pretty darn out of position. That round, Gabe able to deliver onto Arcade. Certainly the impact necessary. You know, just a single player on 6 HP, but that kill means the world. MDS is going to step forward, though. Versus the Tech 9s could make these guns a whole lot more lethal, but blindsided is Lake. And Spam also, well, it's not going to be MDS. Instead, it will be Beaky resurfacing from Secret. And Carpe Diem have a few holes punched into them right here as Kojoma will go for the initial shot. Drops the molly perhaps a bit too preemptively. Carpe Diem will get this at least some space on this one.
Well, hold on. It's always nice to have ramp control. It's not oftentimes nice to have ramp control with. A 5v5 though, and easier here. The toolies, the sidearms are brought out. BQ will actually be the one to claim those sweet eeks. A little bit of a late reaction there, but okay, trying to make that one interesting, and it will still be secured nonetheless.
It's going to be a 4-0 start here for Take Flight. Honestly, dream situation for a team who's trying to get back into their season at the moment. I won't necessarily say they've had to face the full brunt of Carpe Diem, but they've been able to dig themselves out of an awkward situation in a late round. Maybe won't even get to that point. We're looking fast outside for Kojima, going for not red, but down Secret instead. They're going to try and hold on to this control. As MDS get a dink through the wall onto Arcade. He says, my job is done. Okay. Gabe right through smoke as well.
Nice little kickoff right there. This position. Super interesting right now from Kojo. Just kind of taking that angle towards back of red. Here's how his outer yards moves across. Oh, the spam is going to do a little bit of chip damage more. Connected on.
Going to garage.
Garage.
Kojima trying to resurface forward, but he's just so focused on holding the angle, not going to let go of the line, and his teammates are dropping around him. Now Lake is even watching over towards that Secret end, but Kojima will steal Arcade at least, and then shutout. Collapses in outside. It's Lake, last man standing. He needs the quad kill to close. And he's also scooped up the bomb. He can go wherever he pleases and down the vents. He's going to move in. Swing open to the door. Plant is in.
I mean, this is going to be a bit of a long retake here for shutout as well. With measly 20 HP, he's going to have himself a really tough task. And oh, he's being covered right now. Ooh, like, what are we doing here? Back to turn.
The timing! Oh no! Lake let go of the angle, got timing, then in a situation where I think he should have had that one in the bag. Take Flight, take another cookie jar, or took another cookie out of the cookie jar there. What the heck? Wow.
They just smashed the whole dang thing right there. I mean, I guess it was good on Carpe Diem initially to recover that. It looked like it was already kind of lining in to be a pretty tough round, right? But still, at the end of the day, you got yourself into a super winnable clutch. You just kind of find yourself a bit overexposed in the end. It's going to cost you. 5-0 run here and a little bit of extra runway for Take Flight right now. Damage given. Right there, Seb. Starting the round off a little bit lower than he'd like. Big deal. Big Get back towards the doubting antics here, but back towards more secret control. This time dealt with. Micro. Blake able to finish the job.
Oh my goodness, and another wide swing outside. MDS even fortunate to get one there. As Lake's starting to rack a couple up. Take Flight really trying to brawl outside. That allows Kojimo to step forward. I don't think you can return the ramp here. If you're Carpe Diem, it might spring a tripwire. If they do, but Kojimo decides to let go of it by dropping a smoke. But it's a good read. Good read on the situation here from Carpe Diem. They're going to blast through the smoke and head down to that lower site.
Two very quick rotations down the vents, so great Molotov. Gonna nullify Gabe for now. He's gonna have to play behind it. Actually, two players have to play behind it here, but they're gonna give a quick fight out on this retake.
3 players going through double doors. We know how this crossfire typically works. It's a 2 for 2. I mean, it's workable for shutout at the end of the day. In the 1v2, Wiz close corner. Oh, the shutout's gonna hand his back to him. Simple as that. Carpe Diem will eventually get what they deserve, their first round.
Important clutch goes their way. You want to make sure that you are not finding yourself in a tough spot like you have been in. So a little bit of redemption being fielded here by Carpe Diem, and still not fully cracking that economy just yet, which still kind of in the favor here of Take Flight. They still got the guns out, but see if they can start to turn it around here.
Outside once again for MDS. So aggressive here for Take Flight. Really just wanting to brawl no matter how many numbers are there. And this time around, the IGL MDS will find an isolated kill, an isolated lurk. Solid man advantage here for Take Flight, but Wiz could answer back. Beaky is pinned. He cannot move. Helped out by Kojimo on the angle. Wiz could be in some trouble. He's going to continue forward. Easy shot for Kojo.
That's still support here. It's a lovely setup even still. Kojo is falling off. That smoke's not going to scare them for too long.
No, not at all. In fact, a flashbang through, but Beaky on the off angle will get traded. It keeps them in the round. Kojimo needs to play his hand well. Forced off by the molly. Down to the lower site we go. And now gets put onto Gabe. Down to control. Sole defender at the current moment. Smoke's going to allow for the plant. Can Gabe steal anything here from control? He can't. So there is a post plant, but it is very tentative for Carpe Diem. Out in the open for Lake. He goes down and just leaving Arcade in an impossible position. Gabe with the USP is good enough. It is 6-1 here for Take Flight.
That big challenge right there. It will be still Take Flight closing out in a comfortable post plant. Just good setups here. I mean, again, you're seeing Kojo where he needs to be with that AWP. Playing some success. Take Flight have a great read on the offense right now. Not struggling at all in that department. Building up, I mean, so much success.
I think MDS is playing really well outside at this current moment. He's facing off against probably most of the team, but he's always looking to brawl. I think this is the game plan from Take Flight, is to really get in the face. And maybe pick off a couple of these lurkers. And you can see that Micro has been on the struggle bus. He has been the victim of MDS in multiple of these rounds. Now MDS is switching up his position though. Mix up in the mid round as 2 players are sprinting through secret to try and help outside. This time around though, Seb could be in some trouble. His nade gets broken open. So as this wall smoke gets assembled, nade to it, but 2 players already inside of secret. This is a disgusting setup. First, second here for Take Flight, but Beaky might have played his hand a little bit. It doesn't matter. 4 bullets in the mag. Good enough for the multi. He won't be able to escape, but the damage is done. Take Flight with another pristine setup.
Yeah, I mean, just, again, an excellent read on the offense, rather. Perfectly playing to what is being thrown at them, just catching them at the entrance of secret. It does actually lead to a bit of a Full situation though. Positioning isn't all that bad. Should go on the aggro here. Has been heard, maybe ticked in the molly for just a second. Time's a ticking against him here. So
hello there. He's gonna clear out the steps, and that should make the call out to know exactly where Gabe is. In fact, gonna hand his back over to Seb. A great lurk answers the good setup. And with 25 seconds, Carpe Diem will have themselves an open B site. Taking their time about it. He's got to make the cross. Very bold. But those digits punched on in. And Kojimo, well, he's just been given a chance. Molly going to go towards arcade. And he'll be able to slink into single.
Already avoiding that one. Looking good. That smoke's gonna help out quite a bit, though. He's
isolates for
shutout to activate.
And he has. The arcade's about to go down to the side here from shutout. That leaves Seb at the double doors. Only 28 HP. But, oh, if he gets that first kill, there's a chance. Shutout, though, looking good on it. And, I mean, take flight. Every phase of the round, they seem to have their finger on the pulse. They're now 7-1 up.
They're super composed right there. Kojo wisely not giving up the game as well. Holds back a little bit, shows a little bit of discipline. And being passive. And it's gonna give them another big retake, another big kind of clutch coming through here. Fantastic work rolling out. Take flight, they're gonna continue to develop.
MDS has got to be feeling like a god right now. He's fragging well, and he's setups that have come into play here for Take Flight have just been masterful. But Carpe Diem, ooh, they're gonna throw a spanner into this work. Blake thinking about walking through Mini, and they've snuck past Kojimo. Only defender here, Gabe. He lets go of the angle. That's gonna cost shutout. That's gonna cost Gabe, and immediately this round gets thrown into a tailspin. Take Flight are gonna fall flat as this bomb plants in. This is a save.
Easy call made right there. Not as easy to escape though, as Arcade does stick out for a big kill. Finally, it feels like there's a bit of a hiccup. This defense. MDS still playing sharp individually though, that's for sure. Nice little headshot roll through there. He's gonna have to catch him here. They really want to walk through the scope like that.
He almost got a lineup going for himself too. But all the guns will be lost, and you know how close these rounds have been. Take Flight have been good in the early stages, and it's allowed them to close out some of these rounds, but at some cost. There's a chance for Carpe Diem to wheel this one back.
There is. A little bit of a tough exit in that round as well for Take Flight. I mean, there goes that economy that was built up. You could have had 2 extra rifles in the mix, but you are now missing in that department. Not exactly ideal here with the purchasing power. But MDS and aggression towards the outer yard has been nice little duo so far this game, so he's still looking to get up to his antics here.
However, in this round, Carpe Diem ain't feeling it. They don't really want to try that outside area. Put it up to Lake. Beaky has also made a lot of noise down in secret, so what's the call going to be here for Carpe Diem now that Take Flight have cleared outside? It's like we're going to ramp. Kojima holding the angle. Good opening shot on a micro. He'll flash and get out. In the meantime, though, oh, there goes the op. Lake strikes. He's traded, but a problematic player dealt with. I love this bait and switch setup, though. Gabe Just toying around with the 5-7, trying to keep their attention while Beaky's about to strike from below. Ooh, and he'll get his one, and then the second to close. Again, take flight. Maintain composure.
They maintain composure and then are just in the perfect spot to catch them. As they walk into that B-bombs, the trap setup with the man advantage. I mean, again, nice little opening duel there for Kojo, goes their way. But even still, it could have been easy to get a little bit nervous, a little bit worried with the situation. Out of yard control being pressed upon with you having to concede ramp as well, but hanging on there still. Timeout called. Take flight to try and continue this success here.
I thought this was going to be one of the rounds where they get established. Obviously, Kojo has the op, but it's mostly 5-7s. But MDS is calling a whirlwind of a CT side. Like, Carpe Diem just are getting caught off guard at every turn. Lower side setup, ready and raring to go. Like, this is not any one individual. This is just positioning for the whole team that's paying off here on this CT side. You know, Carpe Diem haven't played this map in a hot minute. Take flight the same, but one team looks far more experienced than the other in this one. Over Lake, up to no good outside. Classic spam from MDS. But nothing will connect.
Nothing here. They're getting closer towards this A side here. Gabe getting caught off guard. They're through the Molotov, they're through the flames, and they're into that A side finally. And still no more kills coming through from this defense just yet.
Just micro down, and it's looking like a save from this situation. Just a simple walk through the mini smoke there. Lake, he's been the one element activating here for Carpe Diem. He's done some good work outside, and this time around it comes with impact. At this point, it will force a save. You know, 3 rounds is manageable. What was shaping up to be a blowout. Carpe Diem, they don't want to play these rounds on the long game. But it will cost them a couple rifles, we'll say that.
Tough exit right there. But as we head into the last round of the half, money not the biggest deals here. What matters here is round conversion, so like I said, with a little bit of inexperience here in terms of like this being the map that we land on. Both squads, but both squads wielding that confidence of like recent success on it with their 1 wins for each team. It is it'd be maybe a little bit tricky for this T side, getting yourself a little bit of extra room. If you're Carpe Diem, it could be a big deal. 4 rounds could be really nice. See if they can do it one more time. They've been trying to catch this A side off guard consistently.
It's mostly been through that outside position. This time around, Take Flight say, hey, if you want to head out to that side of the map, feel free, but shut out underhanding smokes. We'll be caught out by a big swing out of Seb. Now, Beaky, though, very patiently watching the top end of that T roof. He could be in for some trouble.
There's a lot around that corner here. Carpe Diem very willing to be patient. Lake as well being patient, but this timing could be everything here right now.
Picks up the first. Oh my goodness, he cleans up the second as well. Beaky, though, he needs 3 to try and win this round, but he gives all his bullets to the cause. Kojomo unable to connect as well. It'll be an 8-4 half at the end of it. Carpe Diem starting to scrape by. And so we are back in. Able to lock out those last 2 rounds of the half to keep them competitive. Carpe Diem can still be standing. But let's be honest here, Cole. MDS was able to call circles around him. Let's see. Take Flyte can serve up a much-needed win for themselves tonight.
Be interesting here. I mean, like you said, a really good first half called out by Take Flyte, but Carpe Diem got the hang of it towards the tail end. This round could quickly get them on in, but they're going to try it for that A side.
Got Arcade back of the CT vent, unable to cover for his teammate though. A flying Beaky deals with the dualies, but Arcade putting in work, now out of ammo, needs coverage from Lake, and yeah, he's got that, but the bomb does escape to that lower site. There is Wiz in hot pursuit though. That bomb not going to quite get planted. Beaky fighting for his life, he can't get it in. And while MDS can get a couple kills on the way out, it's not enough. Carpe Diem will stake their claim back in the game.
They just do such a good job at keeping their distance right there. I mean, keeping themselves far away from the Glocks getting up close and personal. I mean, you could see a nice little opening attempt or opening success there out of the gates, but the rest of those fights just so easily went out by Arcade. It's just again very far away from the action there, but still being able to land those USB shots. So Carpe Diem quickly soar back into this thing here as Lake is going to farm up some sweet ecos.
Free swing and make it 4. Lake now hitting 20 kills. Was the only element in that first half. And good to see that he's still very much present in the second.
Absolutely. 20 kills. The rest of his rosters yet hit double digits, but what he is doing is buying time here, right? I mean, does have that going for him. And now on the CT side, you can imagine that at some point, Vince is going to wake up a little bit. He's going to be able to have some more impact here with get the pop out. Maybe not this round, but a little bit later down the line. This is a big bonus, but look at the utility damage already done.
Yeah, like half HP for 2 players. Shutout and Gabe take a beating on the way in. Lake hears every footstep heading down to this lower side as well. As Micro will drop in a molly towards that double doors, but Lake feeling a bit too inquisitive. Curiosity will lead him right into Gabe. And so despite the cool advantage, Carpe Diem will be down a player.
Down the rifle that they had as well. I get another one. This is Wiz that's able to activate here, but there's a lot more on that corner. He finds himself another. But he is traded eventually, so man advantage still maintained here for the T side. And it's only 2 MP9s that they have to deal with here.
Seb pushing through lobby though, and this is a good read from Beaky. Needs bolt though for Kajomo, makes life awkward, but it's MDS who has the bomb, and he's long gone out of secret. And so Micro just gonna make his move. Beaky's low though, so now we have a straight true 1v1, but MDS is swinging forward for the fight, and will snipe him out the sky. Take Flyte. Will advance forward, they beat the bonus.
That is massive right there. Getting him straight out of the sky. Plucking him out of the server. Fantastic work coming through. For the side of MDS, who again is delivering in the clutch department, delivering throughout this whole game. And Take Flyte will close out.
Carpe Diem are gonna rise back up. They had a bunch of MP9s, and hey, they got some decent kill reward bonus for themselves too. Wiz up with an AWP. But he's going to make his way down the vents instead this round. He has to save from Secret. Take Flyte with 0 outside. Is this just going to be the straight commit?
It's going to be in for a really rough time right now. He can't stick around for too long. He throws an extra molly. There's good chip damage here. It's a little less utility that he has to hold down towards this lower site. We'll slow it down a little bit, though. It's not overcommitment.
Ooh, it's micro outside. This is the one win condition here. Carpe Diem and Gabe is on lock, holding that thread line. And picks up micro. Down a player now. Carpe Diem spread across the map. This is MDS's dream. It just leaves Seb. Sole defender, just an MP9. This corner will struggle to get cleared, though. It's neither player will do it. MDS does fall. And actually, Kojimo in an awkward position. Smoke spam is so close. That could have been round defining, but instead, a huge deficit for Carpe Diem. Lake will try to answer back.
He will. Gotta get a move on, though. Looking at the CT side.
Look at Gabe.
There's no kits.
Gabe just made his way down the vent. Kojimo, though, he's going to say, I don't need you. Still fighting from the top of Silo. But Lake comes through with the double. Now the question is, where is Gabe? Here he is at the single door, activated in on the flank. And there needs to be a kit picked up, and Lake cannot find it. Tough beats on the call here for Carpe Diem. They're down 10-6, and he won't escape.
It's that brutal reality right there. The money is shot completely here for this CT side. Getting this late into it. Carpe Diem losing all their players as well. That is absolutely brutal. Seriously feeling the pressure right now. This map closing in on him. They would take Flyte. Going up with some good work here on the T side. As soon as they get those guns out, start to feel that success.
It'll be a stack of pistols, quite literally outside. And we're looking at potentially a blowout, Cole, but not as bad as what we've seen on the other streams tonight. If you've been paying attention whatsoever to the other games. Going up for ECL. We've got a Goosey or something. I don't know, but 13-0.
No good. Goosey. Yeah, I mean, as we get, as I kind of led into, I was like, it's a team that's dealing with a whole lot of confidence heading into this one. They got a whole lot to be happy about. But a Goosey, I like that term.
Party Astronauts 13-0 on Overpass versus Might. A kind of a signal of the form of that team.
12-0 T side.
Yeah, that too.
Wow.
And Ben Lee going for 115 ADR. Well, we're just yapping over the full eco here, as this will be a quick walk in the park. And also, Nouns on their first BO1 of the night kept it quick with a 13-1 over Life's a Game. I will say, this is Noun's stomping ground. When they can play versus some of the top teams in the world, Cole, but when they play against the lower echelons, the lower divisions, there's like 0 chance of an upset. Nice 1D quiz, we'll give him that. But I think Nouns against Lag is kind of that expected result.
Yeah, I mean, something interesting about that squad is it just feels like they never really play down to their opponents. that's just kind of a testament to the style that they bring. They got a whole lot of quickness. It's very hard to shut down if you're like not used to that sort of like firepower. Good to see so far some of our more favorites in ECL really showing up. Good. Carpe Diem, this is your chance to really stake your claim here on this map. They're gonna send Lake here, 24 kills, 2.0 KD, and a fast out of yard play for him.
I mean, he's just trying to make something happen, but MDS has been playing out of his mind at this map. The call's been great, but he now ascends to top of his team as well. Straight out of advanced. Now in the
message. Oh my god.
Back 10. Come on, man. Now shutout even gets past the angle. Wiz will help out his teammate here. Arcade though gets destroyed. Beaky on this Mac 10. He's loving every second of it. Wiz needed more. He falls. And Seb will run out to his doom as Take Flight are looking for a dominant win on Nuke.
Right there, another gun round just sideswiped right there. Absolutely fantastic. There's going to be a timeout called here. They're looking for a little bit of breath right now. They're looking for something to back them up here, but nothing is given right now. They're going to have to go for the force, but this is going to be Take Flight's easiest chance to try and close out here.
We've seen a lot of desperation here early on outside. Lake trying to take matters into his own hands, and now it puts their backs up against the wall. Surprisingly here, Wiz does scrounge together enough for a glass cannon, but missing the impact so far on the CT end. We need it now.
We do. You gotta have some impact here. It's been a pretty tough game for him. Again, ended that first half with 1 kill. We said, you know, this was your chance to really get some life going. Hasn't fully been able to capture that. And now more than ever, they need him.
And Take Flight on the brink of a really impactful win as well. Trying to rise up. And considering that Mike not having a good result as well with that 13-0, that's a team that's also in the hunt, in the same boat as Take Flight. And with two very mirrored results right now. Seb, does he see anything? Seems like he does, and that'll lead for a charge into Lake, who doubles up anyways with the MP9. What a player here for Carpe Diem to keep him alive.
Yeah, I mean, Lake has just been that guy through this whole game. You could tell in the last gun round rather, he just put so much pressure on himself to be influential and sometimes getting punished for it. But right here with an MP9, he holds his ground, gives him a man advantage, sets a lot of fear into the hearts. Take Flight right now. 20 seconds left, and we're jumping up slowly with bomb in heaven. If shutout goes down, this round is over.
He's gonna try and bait him away, however. Shutout has nailed the timing. Seb backstabbed upon. Everything unravels here for Carpe Diem, hoping to survive for Micro, but he goes down as Beaky takes the chance. And it's a win by elimination there for Take Flight towards the very end with seconds on the clock. They get a huge win here on Nuke.
Well, as I said right there, it just had 20 seconds for the round to break down for Take Flight, but they also had 20 seconds to just absolutely blast Carpe Diem out of the round as well. And that is the option that they chose right there. Very